Hey guys! Welcome to my 10-week post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy update video. Wow, 10 weeks already. Went by super fast. In one way it seems like it was like a week ago, and one way it seems like there's so much that's happened since then that it's been longer. But the time did go by fast. Anyway, I guess I'll get the numbers out of the way right away. So, it's been 10 weeks since surgery, but in the week before, well, the last few days before surgery, I lost 10 pounds. So, since surgery, well, actually, no, let me, I'm all over the place, I'm jumpy. Since last week, I lost 5 pounds, or a little bit more than 5 pounds. So the grand total since a few days before surgery is, drumroll please, that's right, 51 pounds-ish. It gets a little bit more than that, but I'm just going to say it's like point something, so it's 51 pounds. 51 pounds in, I would say, 10.5 weeks. That's amazing. That's awesome. I'm super happy with that. I was happy with last week. I was happy with the week before. And like I said last week, I came to the realization that if I lose 2 pounds a week for the rest of the time, that's still really good. But 5 pounds, I was totally not expecting that. And so I don't know if this helped. And now I may get some critics here, but it's my journey. I choose to share it with you because I think it helps to hear other people's experiences and things that work for other people. But when I went to Stuttgart with my husband, it was that time of the month, or as Allison would say, the circus came to town. And I felt like I had a huge appetite. I wasn't able to eat like my appetite. Like when I sat down, I still had teeny tiny portions. But what scared me a little bit is that I was able to snack quite a bit. Now, I didn't binge or anything like that. I had unsalted cashews, and which I have a PCOS book, and it says that unsalted cashews and macadamia nuts and pumpkin seeds are really good for you in moderation. And I have a 25-gram serving, so it's a really tiny amount. So I was able to keep the snacking under control, but what scared me a little bit was how much I wanted to snack. And I'm wondering if it stems back to a time where right after surgery, I was very uncomfortable with a lot of foods. I had a very difficult time with meat, and I wasn't enjoying food at all. So in order to eat something and not feel dizzy and pass out, I ended up eating some kind of carby things. I had some mashed potatoes and stuff like that, and I'm wondering if that kind of triggered the whole carb craving thing. So I decided to look into the 5-day pouch test. And I know that generally people do it when they're 10 months out or a year out. And I thought oh, maybe I shouldn't do it yet because I'm so, relatively new in this. It's, like I said, it's only been 10 weeks since surgery. But then I really looked over it in detail, and I looked at some of the recipes that were offered and some that other people do. And I thought well, it's not unhealthy. There are hearty soups and protein shakes, and it's only liquid for 2 days. And then the rest are, protein days. And it's the stuff for the protein days is what I normally would have anyway. So I thought what can it hurt? And, if it helps take away some of the carb cravings, then maybe it will be good. So I started on Monday. It's Wednesday. Now my weigh-in, today doesn't really have much to do, I think, with the pouch test, because the majority of the week was before I started the pouch test. So it only accounts for 2 days, the first 2 days. Now, I don't know if the first 2 days are a big effect or whatever, but I had already lost I weighed myself before the pouch test, and I had already lost almost maybe 3.5, almost 4 pounds by the time I started. So if it accounts for anything, then maybe a pound or so. But so a little bit about that. I guess the first day I had some asparagus soup, I had some blended chili, and I had a protein shake, a mocha protein shake. The recipe from the pouch test website www.5day, like the number 5, 5daypouchtest.com. And I left out the Splenda because I thought it was sweet enough. I tasted it. And I used 8 ounces of milk instead of, I used instant coffee, and I used 8 ounces of milk instead of half a cup of coffee and half a cup of milk. That way I was able to get a little bit more protein. And I made it through day 1 fine. Yesterday I had, what did I have yesterday? I had some Peking soup, and I had protein shake, and then I had some more Peking soup. And so I guess, you know, it would be something that I would have on a normal... Today, like, I weighed myself before, so like I said, that was only 2 days, like, so if any effect, it had maybe a pound or so, so far. I weighed myself before I ate anything this morning. So I had, today so far for breakfast, I had 2, and this is the first time since one time after surgery, like a couple of weeks out when I was allowed to eat scrambled eggs. I tried them and they sat horribly on my stomach, so I have not had, until today, scrambled eggs since then. And I made 2 with a piece of cheese, and I started to eat it, and after 3 bites I was like, oh, this is kind of heavy. I did end up finishing it because I'm going to be working out today and I wanted the protein. Excuse me. And so I did finish it, but it kind of took me a while. I'm about to head off to the gym, and after that I'll probably, even though it's like soft protein day, I can't eat more eggs right now. Maybe for dinner, but I don't really have anything else in the house, so maybe I will have a protein shake after I work out. Aside from that, I may make the tuna patties for dinner that they have on the website as a recipe. Allison Pacino also did a video if you're interested in the recipe for the tuna patties, because the way she prepared them, she baked them, and on the website they're sauteed or fried, and I would prefer them baked, so I'll probably do that. Yeah, other than that, I just have, after today, 2 days left on the pouch test, and maybe I'll make a video at the end to say how the rest of it went. Yeah, so I'm going to go work out at the gym now, and I'm going to probably go swimming tonight. I'm looking forward to that. And other than that, good week. No food problems, really. I'm starting to tolerate meat a little bit better. Happy about that, because, you know, it's a good source of protein. Lean meats anyways. Oh yeah, chicken. This is just a little tip. I don't know how you guys prepare your chicken. I know a lot of people who, after weight loss surgery, can't seem to tolerate chicken anymore. And that was the case with me at first, but then I found a different way to make it. Excuse me, I'm itchy today. I don't know why. I found a different way to make it. I tenderize it a lot. I poke a lot of holes in it with a fork. I don't have a meat tenderizer right now, but I poke a lot of holes in both sides of the chicken breast with a fork, and then I either marinate it or I bake it in water. Like, I season it. I put like adobo and Italian seasoning and a little bit of garlic, either fresh garlic or an onion powder on it, and I put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of the pan, like just a really tiny little bit, in a glass pan, and a little bit of balsamic vinegar, and then I sprinkle a little bit of lemon juice on the chicken breast. It's so easy. It takes like 5 minutes to prepare it before putting it in the oven. And then, like, after it's in there, I put a little bit of wheat germ on top, and then like a teeny tiny pat of butter, probably like 1/3 of a teaspoon on each chicken breast, so that it doesn't dry out on top. And then around it I pour maybe about, depending on if I cook 2 chicken breasts or 1, I put like maybe a half a cup to a cup of water around the chicken, and then I sprinkle a little bit of chicken bouillon powder around it, and so it's not making the chicken taste bland or anything, and it makes it super juicy so that I can eat it really easily. Before, if I just like grilled it or something without marinating it first, it was too dry and I couldn't handle it. But I do really well with this juicy chicken. You should try it. I bake it for like 30, anywhere between 30 and 32 minutes at 350. So that's something to try if you couldn't handle chicken before. If you tenderize it and cook it with the water, you don't need to baste it or anything. Just let it sit in there for that 30 to 32 minutes. It was a lot easier to handle for me, and you can shred it if you want to. Anyway, that's about that. I'm gonna go do my stuff now. I hope you guys are having a really good week, and I will probably maybe see you on Friday when I finish the pouch test, or Saturday sometime. Yeah, that's that. Talk to you soon. Bye.